One of the most common questions that I get about Walt Disney World is which restaurants really need reservations and which ones might be able to squeeze you in last minute. It's an especially difficult question to answer because it depends on the crowd level and the time of year at Walt Disney World. If you're there on Christmas Day and you have no reservations and you're hoping to go to California Grill or Be Our Guest for dinner, forget it. It's just simply not going to happen. But if you're there maybe in the early part of September where school is out of session, you might be able to just go up to California Grill or Chef Mickey's and sit down. So today I've compiled a list of the restaurants that usually require a reservation. Not all the time, sometimes you can find that last minute seat if you go up to the desk and it's a very low crowd time of year, but 9 times out of 10 you're going to need a reservation for these. Now these are in no particular order, but let's start off with Cinderella's Royal Table, which is in the Magic Kingdom located inside Cinderella Castle. With great food and a very unique atmosphere, this restaurant's going to get very crowded very quickly, so book those reservations early. Next is Victoria and Albert's in the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. It's one of the more expensive restaurants on Disney property, but for good reason. If you're looking for a quiet dinner, this might be the perfect spot. The next one may surprise you, but it's T-Rex at Disney Springs. It's been well over 2 years since I've been to T-Rex. I remember that milkshake being delicious and the ribs being out of this world. It has great food, but it's the atmosphere that a lot of people go for. If you've been to Rainforest Cafe before and loved it, you will feel at home at T-Rex. Instead of animals from the rainforest, you'll find animals from prehistoric times, including dinosaurs. They even have an Ice Age room where the entire room changes color throughout the meal. It's really cool. While T-Rex may surprise you, the next one probably won't. It's Be Our Guest in the Magic Kingdom for dinner. I've got to be honest, when I heard that Be Our Guest was changing the dinner to a 2-credit or more expensive restaurant, I thought that it wouldn't be nearly as crowded. I was 100% wrong. It's more crowded now than ever before, and we have still not been able to go together simply because I cannot get a reservation. One day I'm going to be able to plan a trip far enough in advance where I can get a reservation, but it's super popular. The next one is Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater, and for as long as I can remember, it has been extremely difficult to get reservations here. The food is good, the service is great, those milkshakes are outstanding, but the real reason to go to Sci-Fi is to sit in those cars and watch the old drive-in movie screen. They have previews from old movies from the past. It can be a little bit frightening for the youngest in your traveling party, but if you can get a reservation, I definitely recommend it. Next up is Ohana in the Polynesian Village Resort. I feel like Ohana has been getting so much more crowded in recent years. I have not been able to get a reservation in the longest time. You get photos with Stitch before your dinner, and if you're there at the right time, you can catch the fireworks over the Magic Kingdom from the windows. They even pipe in the music. It's amazing. Another one that's usually very popular, especially when school is out of session, is Akershir's Royal Banquet Hall. Located in Norway in Epcot, it gives those who want to meet the Disney princesses the perfect opportunity. You can eat your meal and meet them at the same time. Another one that varies in crowds quite a bit depending on the time of year is the Les Celliers Steakhouse in the Canada Pavilion in Epcot. I've been meaning to get back to Les Celliers for a little while now. My best bet for getting a reservation is when school is in session. Another extremely popular restaurant where you're going to want a reservation is at California Grill, which is located on top of the Contemporary Resort Tower. Now, if you're an experienced Disney traveler, you may know that you can usually go up to the desk at California Grill and get a table for dinner, maybe even at the bar or the lounge area. But that's not the one I'm referring to that you need reservations for. It's brunch, and it only occurs on Sunday. My family and I loved brunch at California Grill, but we had to get the reservation extremely far in advance. Now, it doesn't fill up as fast as some of the other ones, but it is one you want reservations for. Last but not least, you may have guessed it, also located in the Contemporary Resort, it's Chef Mickey's for breakfast. Chef Mickey's is that classic character meet and greet experience for breakfast. They have great food, fun pictures, the characters walk around the whole time, you're spinning napkins. It is so much fun, and then after breakfast you can just walk to the Magic Kingdom. It's super popular, and it definitely takes some reservations in advance. That is my list of the restaurants at Walt Disney World where you're probably going to need reservations. Now, every so often you might be able to find a walk-in, so don't be afraid to go to the desk and ask if you're there anyway. If you've ever gotten a walk-in to one of these locations, let us know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.